Hello everyone, today's intro is by Kirsten Sings Official.
Let's see what's cooking, let's get the facts, let's see what's cooking, it's time for Yo-Yo Max 12.
Here we go, peanut butter and jelly cupcakes. The cupcakes you see here I made using a golden cake mix, but you could use a yellow cake mix, a white cake mix, or use a from scratch recipe to make your own cupcakes. Then I put some raspberry jam into a pastry bag. I put a icing tip with a small opening on the end. Insert the icing tip into the center of the cupcake and then just give the pastry bag a squeeze, just to squeeze in a small amount of the jam or the jelly in the center. And you'll know if you put too much if a whole bunch comes out the top of the cupcake. But if it comes out just a little bit like that, that's just about perfect. It puts about a half a teaspoon in the center of each cupcake. For the frosting, that's half a cup of butter that's been brought to room temperature, 3/4 of a cup of peanut butter. Blend those two things together until well combined. Then add 2 cups of powdered sugar and mix that together, and it'll make kind of a dry, crumbly mix, but that's okay, that's what you want. Add to that 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract and 1/4 cup of milk. I add about half of that 1/4 cup of milk to start off with, blend that together, and then I added the milk a tiny little bit at a time until I got to a consistency that I liked, that I thought would be usable and would be perfectly spreadable. So I didn't quite use all the milk, but I almost did. So the 1/4 cup is almost a perfect measurement for this. Then I put the frosting into a pastry bag. The tip I'm using is a 1M tip. And then just piping on the frosting. You don't have to pipe the frosting on. You can spread it on with a spatula or a butter knife. And there we go. I'm going to frost the rest of them. I made 2 dozen of these cupcakes to bring to work because it was someone's birthday and I wanted to make them a special treat. The frosting recipe is actually perfect to frost 24 cupcakes with a decent amount of frosting on there. People at work love these. This frosting is so good. If you love peanut butter, this frosting is amazing. That jam in the center is a wonderful compliment when you bite into it with that frosting. The jam stays in the center, does not make the cupcake soggy. I was afraid that it would soak right into the cupcake and maybe go to the bottom, but it didn't. I let these sit out overnight in sealed containers because I was taking them to work in the early morning, and they were perfect the next day. So these are delicious. If you're looking for a special treat for somebody who loves peanut butter and jelly, give these a try.